Logan Shurden, Tanner Young, Josh Pearson against Dylan Carmouche. He is the big left-handed batter. Shurden facing first pitch for the first time, looks at one away. Carmouche struck out the sides in the bottom of the second. Rebels scored one in the bottom of the first, and the Cubs tied it in the top of the second. That's where we are, tied at one. Two pitches, two low and away, 2 balls, no strikes. I want to thank Raising Canes of West Monroe, Rebels sponsor on the radio. One love pitch. In there, strike. 2 balls, 1 strike. Leadoff batter here, bottom of the third, tied at 1 pitch. That one's upstairs, so it runs the count now 3-1. Yesterday, the Rebels evened their record 3-3 on the season. 10 running Central from Baton Rouge. 3 balls, 1 strike. Walker. So good eye from Shurden gets the number 9 in the order, man aboard.
Brings to the plate for the Rebels. Second baseman, number 4, Tanner
Twin City Outdoor Equipment, be sure to see and thank Jeff Smith. 2 locations, 165 North Monroe and the Twin City Outdoor Superstore. Glenwood Drive, West Monroe. Pearson to the plate. Second time. Check that. That's Tanner Young. Tanner Young, second time through. Leadoff batter. Carmouche pitch. Squared to bunt, and he pulled back. Gives it a ball. 1 ball, no strike. As Young worked the count full in the first, got a free pass, came around to score, and that's all the only scoring for the Rebels. We're tied at 1 against University High. Young steps out of the box, adjusts the glove, steps back in, left-handed batter. From the stretch is Carmouche, checks the runner at first, checks twice, throws over, lobs it nice and slow. And back is Shurden. Young came in batting .375. 6 for 16, the pitch. And there's a call, strike 1. Pearson on deck. I want to thank Twin City Transmission, your authorized Allison dealer. Pine Street, West Monroe, now open in Ruston on Farmerville Highway. That's Jeff Edwards, TwinCityTrans.com. 1 ball, 1 strike. No outs. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Tanner Young switches around, now batting from the right side of the plate. And aboard, Logan Shurden down on first, being held on by Thomas Sotil. 1-2 pitch. That is to the right side. It's foul toward the bullpen. It lands in the bullpen. Bounces back to the field. Right fielder Reed Seeger picks it up, tosses it in. Joey Adams, unpaid umpiring duties. He says signals foul ball. So Lawton behind the plate sends out the sign to Carmouche on the mound. Pearson on deck. 1-2 pitch. Not coming. Throw over to first. That's going to put Shurden in the dirt. He's back safely. Next week we're on the road. We're going down to Wade Semino country. The Jay Patterson Classic. Runner going. Swing and a miss. Ball gets away from Lawton. Not far enough, so Tanner Young strikes out, but down the second goes Shurden on the hit and run. So he steals the base. But Young goes down swinging. That's the 5th strikeout for Carmouche. That's going to bring up Josh Pearson. Pearson, the first strikeout, victim in the first. We're tied at 1. Shurden in scoring position, out at second. Pitch. In there, called strike 1. So Carmouche places it low and away, but in the zone. Pierce on deck. Pearson to the plate. Pearson came in batting .294, 5 for 17, 0 for 1 in the game, 5 strikeouts. Rebels as a team, 45 strikeouts. Team batting .275. Stick still seeking to heat up. The 0-1 pitch. Takes a cut, fouls it down into the dirt once again. Actually, he fouled it into the catcher, Derek Lawton. So, whether it's 0-0 or a full count, 0-2, always dangerous. This is no balls, 2 strikes. Carmouche comes home. Ground ball to the right side, foul. It rolls down to the 315 mark in foul territory. So Pearson protecting the plate. Pearson advanced. He's a junior now. Last year, a freshman. 1 out, 1 aboard, tied at 1. Carmouche checks the runner at second. Checks him twice. Comes home. That's a ground ball to the right side. Second baseman Nick Wall can't get it. Handcuffs him. All hands safe. So Pearson grounds it to Wall, the second baseman. Had a hop on it. Handcuffed him. Got away from him. Sheridan goes down to third. Pearson's aboard with the
Now batting for the Rebels, right fielder, number 13, Hayden.
Opportunity now for Caden Pierce, senior right fielder. Pierce came in batting .250. He grounded out his first time up here in the bottom of the first inning. We're tied at 1 with the Rebels, threatening here in the bottom of the third. First of 2, second game tonight, 5:30 against Brandon Bulldogs from Brandon, Mississippi, just outside Jackson. Carmouche pitch. That's a base hit. Pass to the left side, and the left fielder, Brock Slayton, fields it. Pierce with an RBI. Caden gets his third RBI with a single. And the first hit for the Rebels. So, Rebels
At the plate for
going
Western
here in the
Road,
bottom
first
of the
baseman,
third.
number
Lead
15,
2-1.
Dave
Sheridan trots home easily with a base hit. RBI single from Caden Pierce. So it's Pearson first, Pearson at second. Gage Brydup. Cleanup batter. 1 for 1 yesterday with a double. Pitch in the dirt gets blocked there by Lawton. He's earning his pay this afternoon as that pitch kind of bit his wrist the way he's shaking it, but he does throw down a second, gets Pearson back safely. So Rebels lead 2-1 here in the bottom of the third inning. They still have 2 aboard, 1 out. Big Gage right up. Throw down to second to check Pearson, not in time. No activity in the bullpen. As the first hit by Caden Pierce. Head coach Wade Semino before the game was talking about Carmouche as the number 1 pitching prospect in the state of Louisiana. We're looking at him. Believes he's an LSU commit. Nobody holding on. Runners are going. Swing and a miss. Throw down. That's in time. So the double steal. Pearson is thrown out by a good throw from Derek Lawton. As Brydup swung through it. So Pierce finds himself down to second. We have 2 outs. 1 ball, 1 strike. Easton on deck. From the stretch, Carmouche looking into Lawton. Good arm from Lawton to get Pearson down at third. That pitch outside. 2 balls, 1 strike. Right up the cleanup batter, first baseman. I want to thank Richard Anderson of Anderson Insurance Services, booster of Rebel Baseball here on the Peach. You still have time to get your business involved, just like the Gator Girls Catering did. Tipped it. And it hits Lawton again. Boy, he's earning his wages here this afternoon. Well, it's not even this afternoon. This evening. It's not even this evening. It's this morning. What other day parts do I have to go through? This midnight. Fusilier for saying, you know what? We want to be part of a great event called the Trey Alta Classic on the home turf of Shelby Alds Field. They jumped on board, so be sure to thank them when you see them. Back to the game here. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The Rebels lead 2-1 right up at the plate. Carmouche on the mound, 2-2 pitch. In the dirt. So we got a full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Reed Eason on deck. Lawson checking out into the dugout. He gets the signs from head coach Justin Morgan to relay it out there to Dylan Carmouche. Got him. Signals him. Carmouche in motion. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Whatever it was called, the swing curve got strikeout number 6, but not before the Rebels did run at number 2. They lead 2-1. Here in the bottom of the third. We'll go to the top of the fourth. When we return, you're listening to Rebel Baseball.